Y'all, I just saw when I came back something insane. A new fear of mine has actually been unlocked from this, and I don't know how to view it anymore. I don't know what to think. I don't know how to look at this in the future if I ever join anything interesting as a con or something like that, because I gotta show y'all something. There's a VTuber I really like called Camilla, and she did a stream with Neuro, the AI VTuber, a couple days ago, where she suddenly started hearing a lot of noises and then had to dip out. And she ended up commenting that something happened after she randomly vanished on stream. Someone during the evil stream yesterday knocked on my window and then went away. So I assumed it was nothing, but turned out it wasn't nothing because someone tried breaking into my house during my stream just now. While Camille was streaming the other day, somebody was trying to break into Camilla's house. Was it a random guy? Was it somebody she had no idea who is? Well, as we go on, we finished talking to the officer because they ended up calling the cops because somebody literally tried to break into their home where she has her family, her parents. Somehow somebody tried to break into their home, and apparently the officer thinks is a stalker. We finished talking to the officer, considering the person only ever interacted was when I was live. It makes him believe it was a stalker. He also said the guy kept on repeating, "She's my friend, it's okay." So Camilla recently went live while someone was bashing on her wall, like her window all the time, trying to break into her house in the household where her parents were. She's just like basically a kid living at a household of her parents under the roof. And during her stream, somebody tried to break in. How did this individual even get there? How did he find her location? How does it even make sense? Because she's a VTuber. How do they know how she looks even at this point? It's a really weird scenario to deal with, and an unfortunate and wild scenario to deal with that many female streamers most of the time have to unfortunately deal with, stalkers. But it's not a very common thing that happens with VTubers, because at the end of the day, our persona and our identity tends to be very well hidden with all the things going on, with all the way we just are. But a new fear is unlocked because Camilla broke down and figured out how this individual, this stalker, even tried to get into her house. Where did they come from? How did they figure out where she lives? Why are they even here at this moment? Well, it turns out it actually was a viewer, because Camilla said yesterday, hey VTubers, make sure you guys check convention gifts for tracking devices before taking them home with you, or just you two could end up just like me. So apparently, while she was at a con, the recent con, I think it was TwitchCon, somebody gave Camilla a gift. She brought it home with her, and it was a tracking device. So this individual probably was traveling through the states just to find Camilla's home and break into her house, screaming when he got caught that it was just her friend. What an absolutely insane act. What a psycho. What an absolutely insane individual. That's actually serial killer moves. That's insane. Some more info from the police to answer more questions. He is arrested. He admitted to planting a device in a gift he gave me. I will share more about it, how exactly happened on stream. A family member will be escorted with an officer into the house at some point to give me my giant container of gifts to give it to the police. I am not at home. I do not plan on returning home for a little. I have acquired a temporary computer to stream for the time being. So Camilla can no longer even be at her own household with her parents because of this stalker is deemed a threat, because she doesn't know if there's other people that know her locations. Doesn't know what can happen. She's concerned for her parents. And this is honestly, in a way, the first time I've heard this, because Camilla is young. She's a young adult, still living with her parents, but she's a VTuber. I don't even know how she can feeling that her profession has put her parents at risk of this. It's probably a fear that she never would assume she had to deal with. I don't think anybody would ever assume this would happen. A generous gift from a fan now has kind of stained every gift you would get from a fan, because now I think most VTubers would be a little bit more cautious about whatever they receive from fans. So the person got caught, right? Yeah, he broke into their house. He was trying to break their window. He broke into their house. He was a threat. He's a psycho threat. So he's caught. He's arrested. But the fact that this is a very unfortunate factor, because this is the first time I'm hearing about this. And apparently it's very common for female, or actually, I guess more just female streamers to do this, because I see that Kenny over here has some advice on how to figure out if there's any tracking devices on your, like, anything you've been given. I didn't even know this. So if you ever want to know if something you have received has tracking devices, here's a pretty good list on how to figure that out. But to be honest, it's a little bit sad that this is reality of the fact that there's a lot of psychos out there, and even comforting and happy moments where you meet fans at cons can turn into something as exhausting and horrifying as this. Because what would this guy do? This is a mental guy that's been traveling through the states to figure out where she lives, planting tracking devices on gifts to figure out where she lives. What would he do there? What was he gonna do after he broke into her parents' house? Was he gonna do to her at all? Or like fan mails instead, right? Yeah, you never actually, that's a good point. What about PO boxes? Like, I know there's a lot of companies out there that tends to check your PO box and stuff like that and see if they're like the things you've been receiving. There's anything spiked or anything wrong with them. I wonder, like, just the unfortunate factor of this happening just makes it hard for any creator in the future to even accept anything. I feel so bad for Camilla. She's such a happy and nice spirited VTuber. Such a joy to watch, always so friendly. And it's sad to see that this horrible situation and incident had to happen to her. And it's sad that it had to happen at all. Like, I wish this would never happen. But unfortunately, sometimes we are in our bubble and forget that in this world there's a lot of maniacs out there. What was he even thinking? I don't think he was thinking at all. I think he's crazy. Who know what the fuck he would do to her? Is there a clip of this? There's no clip of it's just of her leaving. She just left the stream while it happened. You could not hear anything. You could not see anything. She probably hit the wall or something as well. I'm not sure, but this happened during a collab with Nero, so that you can even probably see that she dipped out on Nero's stream. It's just unfortunate that this happened. Embedded even files online. I've done my research. It's easy done. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do it, but it's just sad that you got to be so cautious with everything you're doing online and doing with the fans itself, because you never know what someone's intent are. You never know what they will do in the end. This is actually some horror movies type of shit. It is. And unfortunately, our reality, sometimes we do live in a horror movie. Very sad for Camilla, but keep this in mind. Keep this in mind if you're any even as a non-content creator. Be careful out there. Take care of yourself. Go give Camilla some love. I feel bad for it. If you watch this on YouTube, make sure you tell me down below what you think. Sub to the channel if you want to watch more, and I'll see you guys around. Sending all the love to her, as she does. I feel bad. Like I think the biggest fear for any content creator is to, or anyone as a child, I guess, as a child of anyone, is to put your profession and hobbies into an effect that would cause your family harm. What a horrible time. What an absolute horrible time.